Hello everybody, I'm just out here enjoying this warm weather. It feels so good out here. Man, my allergies wasn't driving me insane. I think I'm going to sneeze again. That's all I've been doing. Definitely got to get myself used to it, but boy, it is beautiful out here today. If you're not part of the channel, subscribe, share, like this video. We're glad to have you here these last days before we're out of here. You know, it's amazing that how beautiful this world would be without the evil in it. I can't wait to be in heaven when we don't have to deal with all the evil and just the beautiful. Because this earth is beautiful. I mean, just look at that. The skies, it looks like we're going to get some rain. We got some thunderstorms coming probably. And I do love thunder. I love thunder, always have. We was talking about pets. Now, I know earlier we was talking about everybody's animals acting strange. Well, I know mine. He has definitely been acting so strange the last 3 days. I've been out here on the porch and I can hear him clawing it. Now, my cat is a cat that stays away. He usually sits in the window, watches the squirrels, and does his thing. He's just not like this. I mean, he has just went to where he cannot be away from me. And we've talked about animals. Your animals will be raptured with you. Do not let anybody tell you any different. It will happen. And I'm telling you, I've had too many confirmations from people that has either died or something in heaven and saw their animals. So don't let anybody tell you. The people who tell you that, they're just miserable people and they want you to be miserable with them. I'm sorry. Let me tell you something about heaven. Jesus and your mansion in heaven, everything you truly love down here is going to be there. Because he wants you to be happy. But people act like he's this evil dictator. And that's why the churches are empty. But Jesus went and prepared you your own paradise in heaven. So when you get to your mansion, and I'm telling you, you're going to find me, and you're going to give me the stories about what your man. You'll probably, I hope each and every one of you will invite me to your place once we're there, because I'm going to invite you to my place. We're going to have food, and I'm telling you, we're going to have some shindigs up there in heaven. Okay. So, but when you get there, you're going to be telling me all these amazing stories. You're going to say, "Yeah, Chris, you was right," and I told you. When you get there, it's going to be amazing. Amazing people. Huge library. Imagine the biggest library in the universe, okay? That everything we was lied to down here, we can just go look that up and realize what truly happened. We'll be able to go back from the beginning and know everything that happened and how everything come about, why God invented that tree, that bush, all that's going to be there. It's going to be an amazing time. People's like, well, I don't know if I'm going to have enough to do. And let me tell you something. You're not going to need these earthly things up there because you're never going to get bored. You're going to be able to go see things you could never imagine. I mean, it's so amazing that, I was just telling Bonnie McCoy, I said, you know what? Do you realize how lucky we are? 2 million, 3 million years from now, me, you, and you that's right there listening, that believe in Jesus and the true believer, we're still going to be ticking millions of years from now. Laughing, cutting up, having little shindigs over at our place. Imagine that. And these people choose this world over that. Have you ever just sat and thought about it? They just sit and they would give up everything so they can go to Walmart and serve these celebrities and watch their sports. They would give everything up, eternity, for that. To me, we are the wealthiest, richest people, us that truly believe in Jesus. We are so lucky we have him, that he's our Father, and we don't really sit and think about it enough. People choose to just go down a dirt road without Jesus. I don't know, I'll never comprehend it. They're going to give up eternity to be here and die. I'll never understand it. And the more I think about it, I'm like, Lucifer's done his job by trying to talk everybody out of heaven, and that's been his job. He don't want you to go to heaven. He don't want you to live forever because he knows he's not going to get that. And he doesn't want you to have it. That's why he sends all this false gospel around the world trying to talk you out of a rapture. He does not want you raptured. He wants you here so he can torture you. It was like, well, we're going to be protected in the tribulation. No, you're not. The 144,000 are. You are not. I mean, people, it's going to be miserable. And there's going to be millions and millions saved in the tribulation, but it won't be pretty. It will not be pretty. Somebody asks, well, how do we miss the tribulation? Well, because you don't want Jesus. If you choose Jesus, you miss the tribulation. That's why I tell everybody, if you want to stay here and do those things, knock yourself out. I ain't. I'm leaving here soon. And it is soon. People's like, well, they've been saying that for years. People, we have more knowledge today of the calendar, God's true calendar. You're not on it. That's man-made calendar. From the Catholic Church itself, they completely gutted God's calendar. We know more today about the Lord's calendar than we've ever had. We know now that everything happens in Shinkta cycles. We know more now about the things that the Jews supposed to know, but they've been blinded from it. Now we take a lot of that stuff and we use it. That's how the three wise men was Gentiles. The Jews, was watching and they missed it. The Gentiles didn't, because they watched the signs. That's what we're doing today. We know the signs. We know the calendar. We do our research. We eat and breathe it. That's how we know where we're at and why Jesus is coming. See, these people won't know this stuff. They don't want to know it. All they want to know is when their next award show comes on TV. They don't want to know about Jesus or his calendar. But the Lord has prepped us for years studying this stuff, teaching us the true calendar, and we know it. We also know by the signs what's happening in the world. It's all happening. But people won't see it because they choose this world over Jesus. Bottom line, I know it's sad, but that's just the truth. They would rather be here than be with Jesus. It's just the way it is. And I'll never understand it. And it is beautiful here, but I won't miss it. Now, when Jesus gets his 1,000-year reign here, I'll be glad to be here. And then after that 1,000-year reign, and the world is finally destroyed, and he builds a new heaven and a new earth here. Well, I don't even know if it's going to be here. But then, yeah, as long as I'm with Jesus, I don't care. I told Jesus last night, and I sit there and talked to him. I said, you know what? I don't care what my job is, what I got to do to be with you, but that's all I care about. I don't want this world. I don't want its money, its power. I don't want anything down here. I just want to be with you. That's what you got to be. If you want to know how to be saved, all you'll want is Jesus. You won't care about nothing else. If I just have Jesus, I don't need nothing else. I told him, I said, listen, I could be under a tree in heaven. I don't even need a mansion, as long as I've got you. Once you get that mentality, you're truly saved. And then you're sealed. But you got to want to be with Jesus. You don't do it to save your butt. You got to want to be with him and realize how great he is. And let me tell you something. Jesus has a sense of humor. He laughs. When you see him in heaven, he's going to pat you on the back. He's probably even going to tell you a joke. He has a sense of humor. They make him out to be a warmonger. But that's us. We bring that up on ourselves because of sin. Now, Jesus can get very angry, but he's very loving. Trust me, if Jesus did not love his people, he would have already destroyed this world a long time ago. So that should tell you something. He loves everybody here. That's why I tell you to pray for everybody. Even how bad they are, you still pray for their souls, because we know we don't have much more time. Because I want you to keep your eyes peeled, okay? We all know it's coming. We know we're at the end. We know the rapture's any minute. We know it. The animals, everything, all the signs are there. I'm at peace with it, people. I'm excited. Today, I come out here, I'm like, oh, I can't believe we're almost out of here. I'm excited. I hope you are too. And I appreciate each and every one of you being here with me in this journey when we figured all this stuff out, that it was coming to an end. You guys have made it so much more easier. I mean, I've not really had nobody. I mean, I've had the Lord the whole time. But to see you guys grow with the channel, and you guys have contributed, and you went out trying to tell everybody, hey, Jesus loves you. Jesus loves you. Give your life to Jesus now. I don't care what you've done. He loves you. Turn yourself away from it. Walk away from the world now and live for eternity. All you got to do is just turn away from it. Ask Jesus to come into your life and turn away from what you've done and go with him. That's all you got to do. Just believe in him and want to be with him. And you're gonna live for eternity. Forever. Millions of years from now. You're still going to be around. Who would not want that? Walk away from the world, people. It's not worth it. There's nothing down here worth losing your soul for and burning for eternity and never being able to get out of the pit. That's what you got. There's only two choices. There is not a choice where you say, well, I don't want either. There is no choice. There's one or the other. That's what you got to decide today. And I pray that you decide the right one, because your time's up. You've got to get ready now, people. Everything's happening. World War III will happen very soon. And you don't want to be here. That triggers everything. So you don't want to be here. There will be a nuclear war, and it will be bad. I'm talking 400 or 500 million people dead the first day. You don't want to be here. I know it seems calm right now, but they've already made up their mind. They're going to go through with it. There's nothing going to stop it now. Jesus ain't stopping it. Man has had his opportunity. He just will not listen. It will happen. You can believe me or not. But I'm going home. If you want to stay here, you stay here. But I'm here to tell you, you better get to going now and get yourself ready. Thank each and every one of you. I love each and every one of you. Tell everybody as you can that they're out of time, that Jesus is coming for his bride. If I don't see or hear from you again, party at my mansion in heaven.